the shirt. Okay, so today's topic is a little bit different than your average homeschool video, but I feel like it's something that a lot of people don't really talk about. So I wanted to go ahead and do a video about it because I'm always looking for other ideas to incorporate on Reformation Day, otherwise known as October 31st, otherwise known as Halloween. Reformation Day is our Halloween alternative. I don't know if I should say alternative. I should say that we just don't do Halloween, we do Reformation Day. We celebrate Reformation Day. So this video is not about why I don't celebrate Halloween or why my family has chosen not to do that or participate in that. So keyboard warriors, please keep to yourselves. Please. I'm not judging you if you do Halloween. I am not judging you if you don't do Reformation Day. So that's your choice. This is what our family chooses to do. And for other people looking for alternatives or for something to do on Reformation Day, because I have been searching for years trying to find different activities to do on Reformation Day, because it's not like a widely, celebrated thing in Christian circles. So here we are. It's taken us a couple years to kind of figure out our groove and what we want to do, and we have finally figured it out, and I'm so excited to show you guys the materials that I have and tell you guys about what we're going to be doing this year. So we have been blessed to find a church that is very, very, very closely aligned to everything that we believe, and I was so pleasantly surprised when I found out that they did a Reformation party, and that is so cool. So our kids got to go to the party and they got to have treats, and we had a big fellowship time, and the kids did all sorts of games and things like that. I have more sweets in my house than I know what to do with after that, but it was a lot of fun. So you can find a church that does a Reformation party, or you can start one at your church, because my kids had a blast at theirs. And I know my youngest had so much fun nailing the 95 Theses to the door. By the way, if you don't know what Reformation Day is, it's the day that this guy, Martin Luther, nailed the 95 Theses to the door of the church. So, with that said, another thing that we do is we have been reading through the Pilgrims Progress. Now, you might have seen me do a video on this book right here. Same book, just in a curriculum form, and the cool thing about it was we had these audio CDs to go along with it, and I didn't have to sit there and try to read Old English. And this has different characters and the narration and sounds and music, and I really feel like this brought this book to life. And I planned it out to where we would finish in late October. So the kids have just finished this book. They absolutely loved it. I'm so excited that they liked it. It was mine and my husband's first time reading and listening through the Pilgrims Progress, and I think it's something that we're going to be doing every year. So I started this book, I want to say in August or September. The Master Books, this is the Master Books version, by the way. The Master Books version is broken up into a little over 30 chapters. So do with that as you wish. We read through it 3 to 4 times a week and discuss the questions at the end. There are activities, there are papers that you can run off copies for your kids. They can fill out the answers, easy peasy. And the answers are in the back of the book. There's also reading guides for where things are in the Bible as well. And it really helped our understanding, especially reading through it the first time. Now, I do have the actual novel version, and I think I'm going to be reading through this myself here coming up, probably after Christmas, I think, when things slow down a little bit for me and I have my surgery. It'll give me something to read, and I want to have, another book to kind of, I want to dive into it a little bit deeper myself. So I think that's something that we're going to be doing every year. And actually my pastor's wife, hi, she was one who actually suggested that, and she had told me that it's like the Bible, to where you kind of find something new every time you read it. So I really want to do this for my own study, and I think I'm going to have the kids read through it every single year as well. So another thing that I have, which my pastor's wife also recommended, was Reformation ABCs. And my kids actually did a project with this with the church, and they picked out their favorite reformer and wrote about them. I think that that's a great idea for your kids to do if you haven't before. I feel like a lot of these people we hadn't heard of. Now, a lot of them we had, but there were a lot of new reformers that were introduced to us, and it is in picture book form, but there is a lot of information in here. So my oldest, who is in 7th grade, got a lot of good stuff out of this book, and I feel like it was a very educational experience for them. And they also have church history ABCs, and there is another one that just came out as well. Check it out on Amazon. I just got mine. I'll pop a link down below for you too. The last thing I want to mention too is, as far as materials, there are on PureFlix, there is the Torchlighters TV series. The Torchlighter TV series has Martin Luther. I believe William Tyndale is in there. There's a couple of them in there. So if you have PureFlix, or you can probably get it on iTunes, I imagine. But the Torchlighters is a cartoon, but it's very, very well done. It is not little kid cartoon type thing. Just know that there are some scarier type things at the end, because the reformers, a lot of them did not meet a very happy end. So, but they do it very tastefully and not in a scary way, but just know that that's in there at the end, because a lot of them were executed. So just keep that in mind. Also, what we're going to do for the 31st, so we've done a couple things on the 31st over the last several years. Sometimes we have passed out tracts or Bible verses. We don't live in a large neighborhood. We live in just a dead-end street type of situation. So most of our kids, they don't even trick-or-treat here, and there's not very many kids here. There's maybe a handful. So what we are going to do this year is, because we read through the Pilgrims Progress and I timed it the way that I did, is because we are going to be watching the new Pilgrims Progress movie that just came out this past year. I got it on Amazon Prime Video. I had to download the app and everything for it, but it was cheap and I cannot wait to watch it. We haven't seen it yet. There's so many Pilgrims Progress movies too. They've made it in so many different adaptations over the years. We are going to watch the new one, and we've heard great things about it. So my kids are really, really, really excited now for the 31st. So we're gonna have some special snacks. We're gonna be talking about reformers the week leading up to Halloween, Reformation Day, and we are going to just kind of have, you know, a family night. So that's what we're gonna do for Reformation Day, and my kids are super excited. Now, before I get any hate comments, no, my kids are not suffering. They don't feel like they're missing out. They feel like they get to do something really cool on the 31st. So don't worry, my kids are not, they're not upset about it. I don't know why, but anytime somebody finds out that we do Reformation Day rather than Halloween, they always feel the need to interject their opinion on that, which is kind of weird, but please, I ask you to refrain yourself from my comment section, because I have such nice people who watch my videos, and you guys are just awesome. And if anybody else celebrates it, I don't want you to make them feel bad. So I'm not judging you again if you celebrate Halloween. I'm not judging you if you don't celebrate Reformation Day. I'm not judging you if you don't celebrate anything. This is just what we choose to do, and I have found it to be quite a challenge to find Reformation Day activities. So this is what we're gonna do, and my kids are super excited. So I hope that gives you some ideas if you are also looking for some Reformation Day things to do. Remember, if you're not signed up yet, or if you're not a subscriber, make sure that you hit the red button and that you hit the bell so you can get all kinds of updates as soon as I upload a new video. So I will see you guys next time, and I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day.